All right, so just want to go quickly down the list here with the list that you've got. The monthly source still appears when I copy the link and share it for prospective writers. Keep in mind the website's still under a coming soon, and without anything else as far as a featured image placed somewhere, it's going to pull whatever image. So basically I went in there and just removed all of the images, which was one of the elements in your video. That if there's anything in here that you don't want for the site, then you need to go through and delete them. Of course, you can go through and click bulk select. You can also do your filtering where you display all files or just by folder. But, you know, obviously if these obituaries are old or anything else, you can just click, click, click by clicking bulk select, and then click, 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 and then bulk delete. So I would recommend doing that. As a result, I went through and just removed the ones that still had the monthly source in there. So when you go to share it again, depending on where you share it, it'll either pull a default image or you'll need to assign one. The website has the capability inside of each page for you to put a featured image that you want to display. So if we come into, for example, the About Us right here, and over here we click on Set Featured Image, which by the way you can drag and rearrange these as you so choose to do so, and then set your featured image, and then click Update. That way it'll pull it. Now sometimes you have to go into Facebook and do a scraper. This is because here about 2 years ago, Facebook disconnected anything to do with Google. Before, it was restrictive for Google. Now they don't do anything with Google. So you've got to have the site scraped. So what you do is you come in here and you drop the URL in this developers.facebook.com, and then you go to the debugger here, and then you basically paste that in here and tell it to scrape again. Because it's coming soon and there's no image for it to pull, that's about all that's going to get. When the site is live, then you'll be able to go in there and it'll populate the image that's either been reserved for the site, usually a logo, or you can go in there and specify what image you want to display for each page. Another reason why you want to make sure that, especially in your articles, that you have a featured image listed. All right, let's go ahead and deal with the next one down the list here, which is the health and wellness section doesn't appear on the category drop-down menu. So over here under appearance and menus, you control what goes in the menu at the top. So if you have a new category that you created for, let's see, health, what is it again? Health and wellness? Then we have to go get the category. I'm going to click View All, and then Health and Wellness, add the menu, and then you just drag it up into position of where you want it to go, just like that. Now, if you take a close look here, you've got Pages, Posts, which is your articles. Then you have Custom Links, which is where you could have a button go somewhere else. And then you have categories. These are the main categories you find up here in blog posts. So when you choose one of those, add it to the menu, and then it'll take them physically to that particular category. You can also go in and have it do a page where you have short codes, which is the preferred method of doing that. So let's actually go into here and remove that. The reason why is it gives you more control to do it that way. So let's see, do you have a health and wellness page? Yes, you do. Add to menu, and then we just do the same thing. You say, what's the difference between the two? Like I mentioned, when you have it on a page and you're using the Blog Designer Pro, it gives you many, many more options to be able to edit how the presentation is going to look. WordPress gives you one way, and if you use the categories, that's the only way. Versus using it on page with the Blog Designer Pro, it just gives you 50 different themes to choose from, versus one theme that you cannot make any changes to. That's the detriment. That's why we don't use a lot of the WordPress basics for that very reason. You only get what you get, and that's all you get. So we'll click Save Menu. Then we go to the front end and refresh. And here it says categories, and it should show up right here. Did it save it? Health and wellness underneath the couch potato. Refresh. Interesting. That was weird. I just went back and saved it again, and there it is right there. So this will bring you into the page where, again, you have the short codes placed. Go ahead and drop. That's already been done. All right, next thing, can we remove the what's going on altogether? Where is that one right there? So depending on how far gone you want it, first thing you do is go ahead and just remove this from your menu. So that's now gone. Click Save Menu. Then you can go in and actually remove the blog post category for what's going on. So you just come in here and click Delete. Then, obviously, any article that you have written that has that as the category will be uncategorized. Currently, there are 0, so you're perfectly fine with just clicking Delete. The last thing that you want to do is come in under Pages. That's why I'm not doing this, because I don't know how far gone you want it. And then get rid of the page for what's going on. By the way, you can come up here to Screen Options, and you can change how many things that you see and such. Do that real quick, so that way I can see everything on one page. Come down here, what's going on, and just click Trash. That's it. Last thing, or I think here, can we make changes to categories to channels? So if we go to, there's no category page per se, so we just need to go into Appearance and then Menus, and then go up to Categories, which is just a custom link, and change this to Channels, just like that. Click Save Menu, and then come over here and refresh, and now it's Channels. That's it. And then the marketing brochure is not working. It's just a matter of linking that icon. So we just come over to Advertise with Us. And then click on that. You notice down here, this right here, it is linked. And just ever so quickly while I'm making a video anyway, let's go into Advertise with Us. If you ever have an icon, an image, something you want to link to either a website or to a PDF or to whatever, you click once on it, then you click the pencil. It brings this up right here. You choose the link to custom URL. Then you just paste in the link right there. If it's leaving your website or you want it to open in a new tab, you just click that right there. Open a link in a new tab and click Update. And then you click Update of the page. And then it'll be just like this, where when you click on it, it'll pull this up. And then as far as the last question here, checking on the pricing that we discussed, I'm still waiting to hear back from John. But I will bug him a little bit more to see if I can get those answers.